Welcome to another fancy glasses video. I read the comments from last time's video and I realized I was moving my head too much, so I'm going to try my best not to do that. Sorry, I'm very hyperactive. But today I'm going to show you around our 1938 Lincoln Model K Touring Coupe. Now, it's a very rare body style. This is a one-off body made by Judkins coach building. And this is what you call a touring coupe. It's a massive car. You could easily fit 5 people in it, but it's just a 2-door. However, the doors are 5 feet long on each side. It's a very striking body style. Kind of looks like a big egg. But there is plenty of room for passengers, plenty of room for your luggage. These actually fold back to put an extra trunk. And then a lot of luggage capacity back there. So you'll notice the license plate we have for this car says fine car, because it is in fact a fine car. It has a beautiful Art Deco sleek design, and the windows actually cut down. This is an aluminum body car, and just look how massive the doors are. These are 5 feet long on each side. And a cool fact about how large these doors are and how big the windows are inside, watch how many cranks it takes just to roll it up. 1, 2, not even really 3 full cranks. And the back windows are really neat because they actually go into the body. They go about halfway, they have to stop. Check that out. Pretty neat. Now, this car's been in the Nethercutt Collection for quite a long time, and it has a fascinating story. So Judkins actually built 12 Model K Lincolns, and each of them were a little bit different, and most of them were all one-offs like this one here. Now, this is the Touring Coupe version, and Judkins built this car as a speculation car for Edsel Ford. However, when he finished the car, he loved it so much he actually kept it as his personal vehicle and drove it all the way up until his death in 1969. Now, Nethercutt was friends with Judkins. So when Mr. Judkins passed away, his wife actually reached out to the Nethercutts asking if they would want the car, because they knew how much they always were fascinated with the two-tone green body and the black fenders. Now, this car is powered by a very massive 414 cubic inch V12. Very smooth, a lot of low end torque. Makes about 150 horsepower. Great engine. The V12s were not for performance back in the day. They were strictly for comfortability and definitely not fuel economy. If you're curious what the paint is called, it's called Tarragon Green, and we have a lighter green pinstripe, and of course the black fenders. The car would look great with black wall tires as well. These tires are probably about 10 years, 20 years old now, but they have a very, very aggressive tread. And they really make a lot of noise in the turns. Now, you'll notice after all the years, she's not perfect. There's some paint imperfections. There's a couple dings that we can't repair without painting the car because it is an aluminum body. But it's perfect the way it is. This is a running, driving car that we take out a lot. It's done all the Nethercutt picnics back in the day. It's very, very simple to drive. And we're gonna keep it like this, because if you repaint and restore something again, then it just becomes a show car and it doesn't do tours anymore. Some cars we like to keep a little rough around the edges. Now, this car is no slouch, obviously. It just won 3 trophies in La Jolla from a very old restoration that we are very proud of. Give you one last look around the car before we take her for a spin. Just a really, really striking look. Especially from the front. It is a fine car. So now I'll show you what the interior is like. Open your 5-foot-long door. You got some storage compartments in here. In the back, it's a little, needs to be vacuumed right now, but very, very comfortable seats. Of course, you have your dual ashtrays and cigarette lighters. You could throw some things behind the seat for storage as well. And right down here, that's actually a heater. This car does have a heater, and it works a little too well. You could cook the inside of this car really easily. You have a little interior light there, a strap that I wouldn't really trust for getting in and out of the car. That's your back seat, and that little switch right there is for your dome light. Here's your front seat. These seats actually do adjust forward and backward. So you just climb in here, and you really have to absolutely slam this door like so. And this is your dashboard. You have your clock, electric clock. Here's your gauges. Very, very Art Deco. Everything works still. And you'll notice there's the odometer. That's how many miles we've put on this car since 1969. Pretty good for most museum pieces, I'd say. Handbrake right here. Of course, your standard pedals. And here's your shift knob. It's an H pattern like most cars of the era. Have to have your other ashtray up here, of course. And your tiny little, the visibility in the back isn't horrible. The side mirrors really help a lot. Then here's your glove compartment, ton of storage in there. It's a great car. And here's your horn that still works. See the amps jump when you do that. So it's really simple to start this car. Same thing as I've shown in previous videos, the keys just lock the ignition. See how it goes in? So now I can't turn the car on, but if I untwist it, your ignition is now unlocked. You can hear the fuel going, and then you just push the starter right here. So it's very, very quiet engine. All right, let's take her for a drive. So even with the window down, you could just tell how quiet this car is. That's second gear. That's third gear. Just so smooth. There's no grinding of the gears. No need to double clutch the car. When you drive this down the road, kind of can't help yourself but have your elbow out the window. Just a really, really comfy driving car. So I'm cruising along around 35 miles an hour right now, and I have the windows up. It's just so quiet. It's just a really, really nice car to drive. You could daily drive it if you really wanted to, but it stops great, goes great. Doesn't turn the best, kind of turns like a cruise ship, but it's all things that when you drive old cars you have to just constantly be aware of. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I'll keep making them. They're a lot of fun to make, and we'll see you in the next one. But I hope you enjoyed our little showcase of our '38 Lincoln Model K Touring Coupe. Have a good one.